Normal. What was weird was the game in Coral Gables a couple of months ago.
It feels normal coming back here.
He felt it was normal coming back in here during shoot-around. We'll see. He really struggled in that first game. Perhaps a sense of normalcy for him gets him shooting the basketball better here this afternoon. Jamir Watkins with the first 2 points in style.
Keyshawn George never even made an attempt to get back and stop Watkins. He just has conceded the bucket.
Norchad Omier for 3. And he was a part of the Sweet 16 team as a freshman. And so getting the opportunity to start here today. Here's Cleveland with boos coming down from the stands, able to calmly bury.
Of the 20 ACC games where they started without one of their starters. But then that number goes up when you consider how many times guys have gotten hurt early in those games. That's another one of those guys, Wooga Poplar, who has spent a lot of time in and out of the lineup because of injuries. That's where the beginning of the issues came for the Hurricanes.
7-0 run for the Canes, snapped by the triple. Pensley Joseph's been playing very well for Miami lately. He penetrates, gets a paint touch, and finds the terrific freshman.
From beyond the three-point arc and all the great shooting first years in the ACC, he's at the tops as far as accuracy.
We're not in Charlottesville. They're freshmen.
One thing for certain, Miami will use the three-pointer as a weapon. They struggled, only 6 of 27 in their last game against BC.
Matthew Cleveland, who spent his first 2 years as a Seminole and then transferred to the other side of the rivalry. There's a beautiful move.
December 29th, when you and I were in Coral Gables to call the game against North Florida, turned his ankle in that game and has done many times since as Jamir Watkins knocks down another 3.
Makes the score 14-12, Florida State.
And Norchad Omier now 17 points away from 1,000 in a Miami uniform. Florida State has won 11 of the last 12 games. I'm not sure you can count that a rivalry until both teams start doing some winning. Uh-oh.
Cam Corrin above the rim. He has been brilliant with his play in the last 3 or 4 games.
25 points against Pittsburgh. Not sure if any of them were as emphatic as these two. Only what they've done for these respective universities, but also for what they've done for the game of basketball. More important than anything that they've done is Pensley Joseph's knocked down another three-pointer, and that is what each of these coaches value more so than any Final Fours or any records on the basketball court.
Yeah, Coach Hamilton was talking about that again today as Corrin has his second slam of the day. Is going to need another procedure after the season. He can't even walk a normal gait, let alone run, but he's out there trying to get it done on senior day.
Yeah.
In North Carolina, correct?
This is true. Many people here feel as though this is one of my homes also. I've done a lot of Florida State games.
Depending on the time of the year. I don't think you're hanging out in the summertime in Tallahassee.
I have, though. Lost to Chris Webber and the Detroit Super Friends in a national championship.
I didn't realize it was called the Leon County Civic Center back then. Primo Spears make the bucket.
I believe it's difficult for players to be able to come in and have this type of effect in their first year, but give Jamir Watkins a lot of credit for doing so.
Norchad Omier says to Baba Miller. Norchad Omier was picked preseason All-ACC. He's going to wind up on one of the All-ACC teams. We'll find out shortly. Darin Green Jr., the catch and release.
A lot of different scenarios as far as seeding is concerned. Still to be determined in ACC tournament action as Wooga Poplar is able to use the reverse layup.
Francisville neighborhood in North Philly.
Well, she loved to see Wooga going baseline.
Nicene.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Apparently only his mom calls him Nicene, of course, when she's not happy with him. Bull Bowen with the three-pointer.
Simply because he's got some type of paperwork that applies to his theory.
Ooh. Contact on the shot. Matthew Cleveland continues to play inspired basketball in his return to Tallahassee.
Well, he absolutely has to. When you come into an environment like this, after leaving for what you thought was going to be greener pastures, you better show up as Taylor Bowen comes up with the offensive rebound.
The game down in Coral Gables, but came up with 4 steals in that game. He is so active when he's out on the floor.
Yeah. And to the actual question, as we see Jalen Worley finding his teammates or scoring at the rim. Both these guys
are on an 8-game skid. It's been more than a month since Miami tasted victory, and boy, would they love to get this one before heading to the ACC tournament.
See, you didn't ask the hard questions.
No, it's an easy answer to what weather do you like better. Three ball good by Paul Jobet, the freshman from France.
And Zach Edey.
You need to follow the Akron Zips a little more closely, Corey.
You know, I've got my hands full with this ACC, so I'm going to stick with that.
Long rebound tracked down by Watkins. Spears down the lane, and he banks it in. I thought he had way too much speed off the window.
But it's been one-sided.
Yeah, and it's not just in basketball.
Oh!
Beautiful setup. Cam Corrin above the rim to throw down the feed from Primo Spears. Corrin's third dunk of the half. Cleveland at the buzzer, no. He had a productive first 20 minutes. Seminole. And Darin Green Jr. doing all of his damage from outside, has 12 points to lead all scorers. Baba Miller blocked the first one, couldn't get the second. It was a perfect 3 for 3, but that was not a dunk attempt. A little tougher on that one.
Well, he's gotten great looks. It's now an offensive rebound opportunity for Norchad Omier, who flushes it home. Look at how much damage he does to this rim. Another one of the numbers we didn't even talk about. Florida State shot 23 three-pointers in the first half of this game. Baba Miller is able to come up with that offensive rebound. That's the improvement Leonard Hamilton wants to see from Baba.
Green uses the screen from Worley around and out. Another rebound for Norchad Omier. And he will dribble up, bounce it to Cleveland, who attacks and lays it in on the other side.
He's showing off that touch from beyond the arc. I believe that's what helps him be able to play that small ball 5 and even some 4 at the next level.
Well, the Seminoles just keep firing away from outside. Green with another three-pointer. You think that is going to be okay going forward?
I believe so. I mean, again, now Darin Green Jr., you want to talk about averages, and he has taken advantage of it.
Well, he has scored the last 6 points in the game to open up a 6-point Florida State lead. Keyshawn George with the terrific feed, and there's the bounce of Poplar, but he comes down hobbling once again. It's the 50th time these two programs, Carolina and Duke, have played while both were in the top 10 in the AP poll. The next nearest, I think it said Carolina and NC State 14 times.
Of an outstretched defender, but you see Worley on the switch fronting Rocco on the box, as Keyshawn George is able to knock down another 3. We talked about his.
Seminoles got back nicely on defense.
That's how you attack a big man. I was about to say.
Bensley Joseph back outside to Omier. Here's Wooga Poplar driving around Gainey, able to lay it in again, attacking a big out on the perimeter.
We talked about the ankle of Wooga Poplar. Definitely nowhere near 100%. Last check, it was 85. Last check was 85%. He's not even close to that right now. You see every time he runs up and down the floor, there's a significant limp. However,
another rebound for Omier, trying to get that rebound average back into double figures. Here goes Wooga to the left hand. Little Philly right there, and he'll limp back up floor again.
Defense into offense. Another turnover for Florida State.
Nwoko is denied. It's a held ball on the floor, as well as Paul Jobet back out there for Coach Larinaga. And just like that, Paul Jobet gets into the act.
Smaller guy guarding him gets right to the rim, but with so much attention on trying.
Spears off the shot fake, able to score over Cleveland. Cleveland bottled up and then denied by Bull Bowen.
First half, but it's been Miami dominating their offensive glass here in the second.
Spears for the lead. Once again, he's got Florida State on top. Primo Spears makes it 59-56. Another rebound for Norchad Omier, and here comes Keyshawn George. Throw it toward the rim. And Wooga Poplar says, I can't go up and get it anymore, but I can catch it and put it in.
And the reason being, I believe they have enough confidence for the big wins that they've had throughout this season. If they're able to get to that 4th double bye game, which brings me to my trivia question for you, Dougie Fresh.
All right.
You brought up the fact that Jalen Worley went to Westtown School, which happens to be an hour drive from Philadelphia.
Just outside of Philly.
We won't talk about. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Had to pause.
Career high.
And Darin Green now with 24 ties his season high as Norchad Omier is able to get the bucket to go in the paint against the Florida State Seminoles.
Cam Reddick.
Oh, it's too easy. I gave you way too many hints.
Who's the other kid out of Westtown School in the NBA?
Jalen Worley getting to his business, attacking the paint once again, takes the contact, the largest lead of the day for either team.
George and Joseph with Cleveland around the perimeter. Bensley Joseph just continues to produce for the Hurricanes.
I was with the fan in the Strand saying attack the rim to Jalen Worley, who has had so much success.
Omier on the reverse. He saw Baba Miller coming and got away from him for the layup.
He's the mismatch and the shot blocker coming over. You got to get help there as soon as possible, and the help did not get there soon enough.
Up to the rim and thrown down, the fourth dunk of the game.
Off the glass, but Jalen Worley with the nice find to Cam Corn. Once again, you've got the mismatch. Take advantage of it.
Good contest, but a better finish by Corn. Last 5 games, he's been averaging about 15 points per, including a career high his last time out against Pittsburgh. Cleveland with a big shot for the Hurricanes. Cleveland left it short. And the ACC leader in double-doubles with his 16th rebound and the throwdown.
It should count for 2. When you go get an offensive rebound and put it back and the finish like that, it definitely counts for 2 points.
She's smooth. Cleveland.
Tough
He's got
bucket.
a chance for a 3-point play.
That is a tough bucket. Off the catch, attacks Baba Miller. Why I feel like the Seminoles would have a better chance of winning the tournament based upon the fact that they will only have to play 4 games. As Bensley Joseph keeps it. Hey,
why not?
There are a lot of rules for officials that you know I know about.
Watkins throwing it down.
Watkins recognizing there's no one back there to stop him. And for Florida State, it's more important not to foul and give them extra opportunities and stop the clock.
There goes Joseph going to work again for 2 more.
In your regular season finale.
Thorpe puts it up. I give him credit for trying.
Absolutely.